lovely Flosstubers, it's me George at Stitch Crafts with George. Firstly I want to say I'm so sorry that I haven't done a video in so long. I don't really have a good excuse, in all honesty. I've just been in a bit of a weird sort of mood. I'm sure that so many people feel the same. And to be fair, sometimes I haven't been getting a lot of stitching done, and you know, like, you just sort of feel like you don't want to make a video if you haven't really got anything to talk about or show you, because it's going to be a little bit boring. You don't just come here to sort of like hear me ramble on. So yeah, so that's why it's been a little while, but I have got a few bits to show you now, so I feel like now's the right time to do a video. I hope you're all keeping well, and I hope that, you know, whatever your situation is going on with COVID right now, that you're keeping safe. And I know we've all got different rules at different times to follow, and flare-ups everywhere. Where I am in Dorset, it's, well, the rate is going back up again, the R rate. Not anywhere near as, you know, bad as it is in the north of the country, who are, you know, some of them are on actual local lockdowns at the moment. We aren't, but I can't see it being long, to be honest with you, especially now the kids are back at school, and you know, it's just crazy busy everywhere still. Obviously I live at a seaside town, and you know, the amount of tourists we had over the summer, which was brilliant because it's great for our local economy, and really appreciative of that, keeping the town going. But it's also quite scary, like you just felt like you didn't want to go anywhere because it's just so busy, and a lot of people aren't following the rules with social distancing and everything. So you know, it is a bit scary. I think you've got kind of two types of people at the moment around here. There's those people who just think it's ridiculous and we just need to get on with it, almost like they don't believe it's real. And then there's those people who are like me, who are still quite cautious and want to follow all the rules, and you know, quite anxious about going out most of the time. We have been going out. Actually today we went for a walk around the harbour, which was nice to see the boats, until we got so far and it was absolutely chocker. You just had crowds of people walking at you, and I couldn't wait to get away, so we came back. But yeah, it was nice to get out anyway. I'm still working from home, so all week I'm sort of sat at my little desk downstairs, which is working out really well. So it's quite nice that I feel safe and sound there. I hope you're all okay. Do drop me a line down there and tell me how you are, and you know, how things have been. I hope you know, that you've had lots of stitching time and using your stitch time to relax. That's what I've been trying to do, in all honesty. There have been some days where I just can't, just don't have the energy to do anything, to be honest with you. And then other days I just can't wait to get to it. So, but anyway, yes, so that's pretty much what's been going on. What else has been going on? Obviously Zoe's back to school now, so that's okay. She's enjoying it a bit, I think. To be honest with you, I think she would have quite happily just stayed at home and locked down forever, because she's just that kind of kid. She likes being at home. But yeah, anyway, so that's okay. My mother-in-law came down last week. Well, this week, last week, I don't know what you call it. It's Sunday today, so this week. She came down Monday to Friday, so that was really nice. So we got to see her Monday to Thursday evening. She went home on Friday, so that was really lovely to spend some time with her. And obviously now we're sort of going into autumn, so this is actually my favourite time of the year. I do like the sunshine, but I more like a crisp sort of sunny day like it is, you know, in autumn. And I love the whole, you know, get your hot chocolate and your little blanket and your cross stitch and get your little sparkly lights and things like that. I love just getting cosy, and I love sort of like going out for walks to clear the cobwebs out, you know, and it's a little bit chilly and things like that. So this is definitely my season. And obviously I love Halloween, and I love Halloween stitching as well. But I have got actually a Halloween project planned, but I'll tell you about that in a bit. So on to cross stitch. What have I been doing? Well, I've actually got a couple of finishes to show you. There they are. So I'll show you that in a second. But first of all, I have been doing a lot of cross-stitch cards. I really got into doing that. I think it sort of like broke up doing the bigger projects for me quite nicely, and I really enjoyed finding designs that were sort of like, you know, for that particular person. So I've really enjoyed doing that, and then sort of accessorizing them a little bit, you know, putting embellishments on things. So I really love that. So what I've done is obviously, because I had to give the cards away, so I couldn't keep them all to show you. So what I've done is I've done a little montage video for you, so that you can see what cards I've made. So I will put that on now. Okay, so I hope you liked my cards. I don't know which one's my favourite actually. Possibly the mermaid, which I did for my sister because I really liked doing the hair. So obviously you cross-stitched the mermaid, but then the hair was just like bits of matching thread. I really did like doing that. So yeah, but I like them all though. I really like doing the clouds and the rainbow as well. All of them. I love them all. I just think the mermaid sticks out for me because of the hair, because that's a little bit different. So yeah, I think I'm going to do some more sort of similar projects like that in the future. And I definitely will keep up with cross-stitching what cards I can, where I can fit them in. Because it's just nice and it's more personal, I think. So yes. Right, I'm going to show you my two finishes first. Last time I showed you this project, I was in the middle of stitching it. I'm just going to put something behind it actually. There we go. It's okay to rest. I'm so sorry about the lighting. I hope you can see it okay. I really did love stitching this. For some reason it took me ages. I think it was all this sort of foliage. It took me quite a long time. I don't know why. As you see, it's not a massive hoop, but yeah, it's bigger than the usual hoops that I get from the Geeky Stitching Company. But I think this design is just so adorable. Yeah, so I really loved stitching that one. And that one sits over there in the corner by my bed. So I should put it back in a minute. And the other finish that I have to show you is, if you remember, I was doing a Little Dove Designs High Street stitch along. And that was 6 parts, basically. And I have finished. This was the last 2 bits. I think I did show you the bookshop last time, but these are the last 2 anyway. So this is this really cute cake shop, which I think is adorable. Actually, fancy a slice of that cake in the middle. Yeah, and this is it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you it in entirety. Oh yeah, I could just fit it in. This is it in its entirety. So that's the whole high street now, ready to frame. I really did enjoy doing this one. It's sort of like a nice sized little project every month to stitch. It was sort of enough to get your teeth into, but not too much, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I'm quite sad in a way that that's come to an end, but I guess we had to stop, otherwise the high street would be far too long. Little Dove Designs have 2 stitch alongs, 2 more stitch alongs on the go. One is a Christmas design, and it's based on the Nutcracker, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I want to do both of them, but it all comes down to money at the end of the day, so we shall see. And the other one is, let me just check my list. Oh yes, Sun, Sea and Sand. So it's a lovely seasidey one, and obviously with me living at the seaside, and I have a lot of that sort of theme around the house, so I would really like to do that one as well. But we shall see. Oh, there's just so many projects in the world and not enough time or money, isn't it? But, you know, I'm trying not to sulk too much, because even if I don't get to join in them now, she will have them as a full design at the end. So, you know, maybe I could do it then. So I'm trying not to sulk, but I really keep seeing the pictures and wanting to join in. Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of stitch-alongs, the other one that I'm still doing is the frosted the frosted pumpkin stitchery animal almanac stitch along. Can you tell I haven't done a video in like ages because I can't get my words out? To be fair, that is a bit of a tongue twister. I'm sure anybody would struggle to say that. I think last time I may have done July's, but I'm just going to show you the last three because I'm completely up to date with this one now. So this is them. So July's was Scoops the dog with his little ice cream van. So that was really cute. And then August's was the koala, which I can't remember what he's called. Oh, I do struggle to remember the names. He's at a water park, and look at his unicorn inflatable and then the flamingo inflatable, and these are the water slides. I just love that one. I think it's so cute. And then so September's is this super cute tabby cat there with the look at the little horsey in the barn. So cute. Sorry. And I love the autumn trees in the background as well. So that's the last 3 months of those. I'm completely up to date now. I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure it will be, that October's will be Halloween themed. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So the next few months are going to be lush, aren't they? Because December's is obviously going to have a Christmas theme. So I really, really love stitching Halloween, Christmas, all those things. I'm very much a seasonal stitcher. I find it hard to stitch certain themes at certain times of the year. Like now I'm going into autumn. I won't feel right doing a really seasidey, summery thing, if you see what I mean, theme. I feel like all my stitching needs to be more autumny. So that's just the way I am, I suppose. And then at Christmas, I love doing Christmas stitching. So, but I feel like I can actually start doing Halloween stitching soon. Have any of you got any plans for Halloween? Actually, what I'll do next is I'll show you what I'm planning on stitching Halloween, as soon as I'm talking about it. Also, I'm going to be joining in with the lovely Nicole at Darvanalee Design Studio, because she is doing a Halloween stitch along. It's hashtag DD's Spooktober. So she's on Instagram as well. You should go and check her out. Also, she has a YouTube channel. But she's doing, I think she's doing loads of new starts, you know, which I completely admire. I don't really have too much Halloween stitching charts or anything like that at the minute. So what I'm going to do is I've found a design in a magazine that I really love and I've been wanting to stitch, and it's a Maria Diaz design. And I seem to be drawn to her designs, a bit like I am Doreen Jones and a few others. So it's hard to show you because it's kind of cut the edge off, but this is it basically. I just absolutely love this. I love the colours, and I just think all of the little pictures are just so cute, and I love those pumpkins. Obviously I love the black cat because I've got a black cat called Lightning, if you didn't know that. Actually, I've kind of got two black cats now, because there's a little black cat that started coming into the house, and she's really tiny, bless her. She's so pretty. She's jet black, and she started coming in and stealing Lightning's food. And I didn't realise to start with until I sort of spotted her. She's very timid, she was. But she was so thin. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if she's got a home or not. She did have a collar on, but it didn't have like the name or address or phone number or whatever. So she's just started coming in and more and more basically. She is eating here sometimes. I think she does have a home because her collar changed. So I'm quite happy that she does have somewhere to live. But I do wonder if maybe she lives with an elderly person or something like that, because we've got a lot of elderly people out the back of us. And maybe they haven't got a cat flap or something, because she does come here like if it's raining or anything like that. So I'm wondering if maybe she can't get in her own home very easily. But she does come in and sort of sleep on the bed sometimes when it's not nice outside and things like that. So, you know, it's really difficult because obviously I have a cat flap, so I can't really stop her coming in. And I'm certainly not going to be mean to her, just in case, you know, she's not eating at home very often or something like that, because she is quite thin. She looks well enough in herself, but yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker, so I haven't been encouraging her in as such to start with anyway, but I can't help but tickle her and love her now because she's just so adorable. And Lightning seems to be getting on okay with her now. They do have the odd sort of scrap, you know, nothing bad. They just go at each other. But earlier they were both asleep next to each other on the bed when I came back from being out, so they can't hate each other that much. Anyway, I digress. So I completely love black cats, so yeah, so that's why I'm going to do this one, and I just love the colours. I do need to order a couple of threads, but only literally 3. I have managed to sort of like work out the threads. I haven't got the exact called for colours for all of it, but I've got very similar, and I think that's absolutely fine. So I've got it all ready. I've got all my threads ready apart from a couple that I need to order, and I've got my Halloween needle minder ready on the material. I was going to go for a different colour, but actually I think I do like that on the lighter material, and maybe get a coloured frame instead. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to join in with the lovely Nicole's stitch along, but I'll probably only be doing one cross stitch, unless I get any for my birthday, because tomorrow is my birthday. I'm 21. Yeah, times 2 plus a bit. But yeah, so I have sort of like mentioned a few things that I would like, some of which are, well, obviously the Little Dove Design and stitch alongs, but also Jess at the Geeky Stitching Company has come up with some blinders at the minute, some absolutely gorgeous designs. Some are autumny and some are Halloweeny, so you've got pumpkins, cats, I think there's been some foxes. They're just lush. And I sort of mentioned a few, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, I might have another Halloween one to start, but Nicole's stitch along starts on the 1st of October, so that's not to say you have to wait till the 1st of October obviously just to make a start. But yeah, so what else have I got to show you? Yeah, do you remember the Little Doves year that I'm stitching along my lovely friend Christy? We were doing hashtag KG Little Doves year if you wanted to join in. This is a reminder of what the whole cross stitch looks like. Super adorable. So there's one little bit for each month. And I have now done May, so I've got a way to go to finish this one yet. I don't know if I'd done April's last time I showed you. It's very difficult to remember because I'm not up together with each month when I stitch it. I just can't seem to keep up with that. So I'll show you both April and May. That's those two. So April's was more about obviously showers, April showers. But I love those little kites and I love these little tulips. And May's with the little ducks and all the pretty flowers in the watering can. It's such a lovely project to stitch, it really is. Wow, as you know, I love Little Dove Designs. I just want all of hers to do. I would gladly stitch every single design she's done and hang them around the house. I just think they're lush. I've still got the Christmas one that I did actually to frame, but the trouble is sometimes, I'm sure you guys find this, it's like with the high street stitch along that I showed you, it's a funny shape, and I don't know where to find funny shaped frames. I've sort of like gone with the obvious places, and I've tried on Amazon, things like that, but it's not going to look quite right because it's either too much one way or too much the other. And I know the best way of getting that done really is to go to a framer's, but obviously that is very costly, and I don't really want to be spending that much money out at the minute. So since we've got Christmas coming up soon as well, haven't we? So yeah, if anybody knows where I can get, you know, they've got a decent amount of different sized frames, please can you let me know, so that I can check it out, measure it up and see if there's anything sort of like suitable. Because it's the same with my Christmas one that I did last year. It's very narrow but long, so I need to kind of try and do that because I love that one. I really want to get it hung up this Christmas. Oh, is it wrong that I'm getting excited about Christmas already? I think when you're a stitcher though, it's kind of natural, isn't it? Because when you're doing, you want to do a stitch ready for Christmas, obviously you need to start now or before even to get it done, don't you? So I'm hoping you're all with me on this one. The other thing, well, this is my main project at the moment actually, but I'm nearly finished to be fair. Oh dear, what's happened here? Bear with me, had a little accident. We had some visitors recently, which was our very good friends, and Harry is my godson. And he wanted me to stitch up this design for him, and it's basically like a flag design, so it's very blocky and it's one colour, so you know that makes it quite quick to stitch. I'm hoping that I've got enough thread to finish it because I'm so near the end now, but I don't know if I've got enough. I might have to order another skein of thread and then that's going to drag it out a bit longer. I was really hoping to get it posted off to him in the next week, but I mean it is what it is at the end of the day. If I haven't got enough thread then it's just tough, isn't it? I have to order another one. So what I did was he sent me a picture of the design, and I have got some graph paper which is in a book actually meant for you to design your own cross stitch, like sketching and stuff. So I drew it out and this is the design, so excuse it, it's very rough, it's just for me to follow really. So, and this is how it's looking at the minute. So I am very nearly finished. Just put something behind it. So I'm doing quite well on it. So Harry, if you're watching, I'm nearly done. So I've just got, the only actual stitching I've got left is to finish this bit and then the bit there. And then I just got to finish outlining it, but the outlining's real quick. So yeah, so I'm nearly done with that. Yeah, I just really want to get that done now. So that's all I'm literally stitching at the minute. Yeah, so hopefully, well, I probably could finish that in the next day or so if I've got enough thread. So we shall see. And then after I've done that, I think I'm going to make a start on one of my geeky stitching kits, which is, I've got loads of autumny ones from last year that I kept by. So I'll probably start one of those. I may do another Little Doves year. Probably make a start on my Halloween stitching. And then I'm going to see what happens tomorrow on my birthday to see if I get anything cross stitch related or not. And go from there really. So I also went to my friend Sarah's house last night. Oh, it was really nice. And she gave me my birthday presents, bless her and her daughter Daisy. That was really lovely. Excuse me, got a dry throat. I'm not used to talking this much anymore because I haven't done a video in so long, and again I'm so sorry about that. I hope you can forgive me. I'm gonna try and do a video. It depends, because I'm gonna see what I actually managed to get done, because I don't want to do a video and I've only got one little thing to show you and then it's just 20 minutes of me rambling on about nothing, because I think that's not really the intention of a Flosstube video. So I will see. So I'll either try and do it every week or every 2 weeks, I think. I'm going to try and go no longer than 2 weeks, because, you know, I really want to get back into doing this, because I really enjoy making the videos and I love the interaction with you all. And thank you to those of you that have messaged me and said, oh no, where have you gone? And I know I said this in my last video, and I promise you it's not intentionally, you know, I'm not trying to be miserable or anything like that. I just feel like I've been in a really weird mood, but I think it's all to do with COVID and, you know, not really going anywhere and things like that, you know. And this is just weird, isn't it? This year just needs to be over. So yeah, and obviously we're going into the winter months, so I know it's probably going to be quite tough with all the other diseases and things that are around, you know, flus and colds and things. The difficulty, I think, is that with the children going to school, obviously if they get a temperature or a cough or anything like that, they can't go to school. They have to stay home, have a test done, and you all have to self-isolate until either you get a negative test, or if it's positive then you have to stay at home for 2 weeks, end of. So you know, I can see this happening quite a lot for a lot of families, because obviously children do get ill anyway, and obviously, but you won't know if it's COVID or not, and the chances are it's probably not, but you have to be cautious and follow the rules and everything. So, you know, it could be a bit of a tricky time, but all you can do is really take each day as it comes, isn't it? And I hope that you're all okay, and because it's not just really your physical health, is it, all this? It's about your mental health and, you know, trying to stay positive and, you know, see a way out of all this craziness. So, you know, I'm sending my love to all of you, and I hope that you're all okay. And I feel like really lucky to have cross stitch in my life, because at the end of the day it is something to focus on, and it's so relaxing, and just the same as any sort of craft or hobby that you've got, that you can totally throw yourself into it and focus on it and take your mind off everything that's going on in the outside world, you know. So yeah, I hope you're being able to do that. And also Netflix has been an absolute saviour, can I just say. Me and Netflix, I think I've literally watched most things on Netflix now. It's just, but I love it. So if you know any good series, you know, on Netflix, let me know below and I'll see if I've seen them or not, and if not, I'll give it a go. Or Amazon Prime. I've got Prime and Netflix, and they've both been an absolute saviour, I think, over this time. So yeah. Anyway, right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much if you've made it this far and listened to me rambling on. And like I say, I promise I won't leave it so long next time. And I'll be a year older next time I do my video. 22. No, just joking. I wish. Okay, so have a lovely week, and it's been lovely to do another video for you, and like I say, I'll do another one soon. So you just all take care of yourself. Bye.